There was no word for heaven or for earth, for sea or sky. All that existed was silence. Then the voice of the Maker rang out, the first word, and his word became all that might be.
Hi everybody, my name is the Joe Guy and welcome back to Sermons in a Candlelit Room. Hi, I literally was like, and then she started speaking. I was just like, rude, freaking rude. But who are you telling anyway? These are all the faithful around you. You just recite scripture to each other to reinforce the faith. Hi everybody, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay, so today we're going to carry on with the main story. And the question which is in our path now is Champions of the Just and in Hushed Whispers. Whether to sort of go with the Templar route or the MAGE route respectively. Let's summon the War Council and have a chat about that, shall we? Jeez, this room is chatty. I would hang out in this thoroughfare a lot more often if it wasn't for the bloody people in it. I hate the people. I'm also adjusting my notes ever so slightly so that they make sense in context. Here we go. That's dumb. Alright, okay, so Frel, let's have a look at this.
Has nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
Oh, I see. Right, you don't have to go to the war table to do this. Let's have a look-see. Yeah. I just want to see my journal. I should be able to look at my journal without having to go out the room again. Maybe I can, and I just haven't tried. Inquisitor Path. In Hushed Whispers, Grand Enchanter Fiona, leader of the MAGE Rebellion, has offered an alliance with the rebel mages at Redcliffe. Very, very generous with her. Now we need one of these guys in order to, get the power that we need to help seal the rift. All very valuable, Frel. Let's have a look at these guys. Choosing the Templars will make it impossible to work with the mages, which is less than ideal for me.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate?
Shut up.
Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Main character is talking. Liliana and Josephine have been working tirelessly to convince, coerce, and win over some of Orlay's most influential houses. 10 noble families will help the Inquisition pressure the Templars into sealing the breach, traveling to Therinfal Redoubt, and demanding the Lord's Seeker deal with them or face the wrath of Orlais. The Inquisition has promised the Herald of Andraste as its voice in these negotiations. Oh dear. So I'm level 8-ish now, so which means I'm slightly over-leveled for this, but still. Choosing the Templars will make it impossible to work with mages. Now, you would think that this is like a foregone conclusion. I'm a mage, of course I'm gonna seek out other rebel mages to help, but the fact is that Markus was neutral on the conflict from the very start, so this is not a foregone conclusion. So let's think about this in character. I have the rebel mages in themselves, like there's extremism in there. Sorry, there. God, get that reference. There's extremism in there, which is kind of scary, but not as much as we've seen from the, what do they call them? The sacred book holders, channelers, spell channelers, something like that. Those are the true extremists, the bandits of the mages. Markus would never side with them. The rebels, on the other hand, when Fiona approached us in Orlais and said, you know, hello, I said at the time, like, I was a little starstruck. Here is the most important mage in the kingdom, I thought to myself. And then as she started to talk, her point of view seemed less and less kind of measured and reasonable and anything like that, so that put me off it a little bit. Not nearly as much as it put me off working with the Templars put me off working with them, though. Because we saw extremism right directly to my face. They wanted not only to not work with me, they wanted to destroy all mages. And there's something going on there as well. So in choosing who to support, if that was the question, then I would, of course, choose the mages. But that's not what we're going here. I will admit the game has not made this particularly clear, but some comments have said that you're not choosing who to work with at this point. Although I guess I'm choosing not to work with the mages. You're choosing who to investigate. And there is something going on with the Templars, something that there's more to this. Not only that, but I want to build the bridges between the Templars and the mages. Going to the side which is most hostile, to me in particular, and to mages, and to the other side, that feels like the place where negotiation work needs to be done. And for that reason, and for the fact that a ton of people have told me that this way of doing things is more interesting, it's like a more interesting path in the game, plus it was harder work to get to this point. I needed to get a lot of power together in order to get this meeting in the first place. Plus, for the sake of Cassandra's old mentor, for the fact that I really want to find out what's going on there, this is what we're choosing. Champions of the Just.
The Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Therinfal Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
Yeah, indeed. We should offer an alliance here.
If we present a plan to seal the breach, the Templars may ally with us.
First, we must prove ourselves a more attractive prospect. If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais. They'll come with us to Therinfal and demand the Templars' help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste.
Indeed, myself, but also a mage. But the fact is, if the nobles themselves place their faith in me, regardless of me being a mage, that makes me harder for the Lord Seeker to ignore. Plus, it's gonna help him change his mind if that's even possible. I'm not entirely sure he isn't just turned mad. The alternative being that he just seeks power and glory is a disturbing one, and it doesn't seem quite right, especially with what Cassandra said about him. If you think it'll help, the Lord Seeker won't care. No, he is faithful. I believe this because he's a mage, but I don't think that's what that comment is going by. Yeah, alright, tell me why.
Is it my good looks you need, or my winning smile?
Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars. We've done our part to encourage them. A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered.
Indeed.
As will the power of the Inquisition.
No, it honestly actually doesn't feel dishonest. It's indirect, but this is the game. And I understand the necessity to be coming from a strong position. Yeah, makes sense.
If I have a growing reputation, we may as well use it.
If it moves the Templars to question the Lord Seeker's orders, he may rethink his stance.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker. We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
It's true. That's true.
Good news. Several noble or legion houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Dabernash will approach you. Sign nothing he offers, but his gossip's reliable. I hope he knows the Lord Seeker's mood. The Templars will never help without his consent.
You just said we didn't need his consent. So the choices are to either change his mind or supplant him. I'm open to either, honestly. I'm curious as to why he's turned, but not curious enough that I will let him continuously get in my way. Plus, we saw, not dissent exactly, but differing opinion in the Templars already. They're not all that fervous. There was one in particular who was questioning things, and maybe that's an angle that we can work. Yeah. Tireless, yep. The 10 noble families will come with me. Yep. Okay, wow, we're deciding to do this. Let's do it. I know that was just a major decision I made there. And I know the people will be happy with it, but it's still giving me pause for thought. So let's take well, do I want to be the only mage that goes there? We want a rogue. I think we'll take Varric. It's been a little while since we took him out. So Cassandra, Varric, and we'll take one of the new people. Maybe Vivienne. Vivian is a second mage. But Blackwall's a Grey Warden, respected around. Let's take that. We'll go warrior heavy this time, and I will be forefront mage. I think that's a position I haven't really taken before. Let's do that. Oh yes, a loading screen, of course. I almost forgot. I will be back with you in just a moment. Oh, although... Is there anything worth... No, okay, back to the animal. It's raining and I've turned helmets off.
The Herald of Andraste! Lord Esmerel Abernash.
Aye.
Honored to participate. It is not unlike the second dispersal of the reclaimed Dales. Nothing. I'd heard a Trevelyan or two took up the cause there. The Lord Seeker is willing to hear our petition about closing the breach. A credit to our alliance with the Inquisition. Care to mark the moment? 10 Orlesian houses walk with you.
I celebrate this pairing. I think that's a noble thing. Of course, perhaps an overblown speech. Save it for the Lord Seeker, of course. No, I celebrate it. I think I paid for this as well, so this might be the perks coming into action. And were you just like, you're talking about the Exalted Marches? Because I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that comparison.
It's a shining day to have the best of Orlais in step with the Inquisition. The first of many inspirational and influential partnerships, I hope.
Oh, you're a natural. People will give you anything.
I hope so.
Speaking of which, I don't suppose you divulge what finally got their attention. Rumor will, if you won't.
What do you mean?
The Lord Seeker won't meet us until he greets the Inquisition in person.
Really?
Quite a surprise after the spat in Val Royaux.
True. It's new to me. Indeed.
The Inquisition only asks the Lord Seeker help us close the breach.
Then it's all been arranged by your ambassador. Let the diplomats work their magic if you trust them.
I trust her.
Between you and I, the Chantry never took advantage of their Templars. Wiser heads should steer them.
Here we go.
Here we are. Therinfal Redoubt.
Oh, it screams, I hate fun and kick puppies, doesn't it?
It appears they've sent someone to greet you. Present well. Everyone is a little tense for my liking.
I see the nobles are wetting themselves. Lovely.
The Lord Seeker changed his mind about us rather quickly. Is he known for that?
Perhaps he thinks you'll rescue him from this sea of petticoats.
Quite possibly. Confronted with a sea of people who you have to dance around and communicate with, that does not seem like the Lord Seeker's type. Perhaps he has chosen to introduce himself to me as I get out there. God, what a freaking awful day. Let's take shelter under the level up screen for a little bit. Cassandra, you have a point to spend. Anything here? I'm pretty tempted to get you Warcry. Taunted targets as you rattle your enemy's nerves and goad them into mistakes or leave them open. Trust, equipment gaining a bonus to armor when you have active guard, which she usually does. And Livid, the more foes nearby, the harder you fight and the tougher you get. I mean, pretty tempting. Anything in the shield tree? How about this? Turn the blade. Any blow you can see, you can turn it aside. All damage coming from the front is reduced. Shield bash is kind of fun though. I'm tempted to upgrade this. But let's actually... You're the threat management. It makes sense to get you an area of effect like that. So yeah, just keep the threat in that way. And I'm not going to put it to preferred because I think it's fine there. Varric, Shooty McShooterson. Each consecutive hit with a bow attack does progressively more damage to the target. Strafing shots, you can move faster while firing without sacrificing accuracy. That's nice. Anything explosive? Shrapnel fills the air in sets of deadly reactions that do more damage the more enemies are nearby. I like this. Let's get you the upgrade for that. And as for Blackwall, you are still extremely unexperienced with the sword and shield side of things, but you do have so much of this stuff. You're a tricky fighter. Combat roll, and what's this, the Warhorn? Fear into the hearts of your foes, leaving them panicked. That's all pretty nice. But let's get you into shield a little bit more. I think, you know, being you, that's worth doing. Warriors resolved. Payback strike. I feel like, you know, Cassandra has this. I don't want to double specialize too much. So maybe let's bring you in this direction. Or hang on. Right, no, I like this one better. We'll go this route via this. Getting stamina when you lose health. Let's just take that. I'm pretty scattershot with these leveled up, but it should be fine. But we also have a couple bits of equipment. Now, Cassandra spikes turret shield. So you have a reinforced shield at the moment. How about you, Blackwall? What shield do you have? Another reinforced shield. So Cassandra has more things giving her defense. Maybe I give you this. Suits you better anyway. Yeah. Plus you've been around longer. You're my favorite. Right, how are we doing for time? Okay, we can press on. Let's see. All the nobles, none of whom are dressed for rain. You'd think there'd be fashionable rainwear. Oh, there's plenty of floors. This is exciting, guys. Very much so. My goodness. Meet with the Templar contact. Here's a noblewoman.
Have you looked at the sky, Sir Knight?
Of course, but...
Is your order not sworn to destroy heretical magic?
Yes, but...
Then if the Templars won't seal this breach, action against you shall be required.
Action against us?
The Empress of Orlais, my dear woman, listens to her court.
Oh, Maker.
A good point hidden behind a silly-sounding woman. But there's a point. I'm glad I'm here. I think Templars are, by their nature, cautious. And can be radicalized, but I think that mages may be more reckless. I think this is the right way to go. They're more likely to be able to control and detach the power of the rift, whereas the mages would probably understand it better, but would possibly risk exacerbating the situation. I'm sure either could help, but this is interesting. I'm glad I went this direction. Therinfal Redoubt. The gatehouse. Lord Bodrick. I'm delighted you've joined our cause. Last we met, we parted with such angry words, they still pain my heart. The Templars in Therinfal show the danger of letting outrage trump sense. Imagine the atrocities committed by the apostates while they dally here. The Chantry has lost control, my friend. We must be the voice calling these errant knights to reason. If it pleases you, let us meet. I would apologise and put our disagreement to rest. Lord Bodrick and Lord Larcher. Let's see, who are you?
Excuse me, Lady,
Countess Dover.
Countess. Mom. Is it true the Herald of Andraste is here?
Hello.
Is he among your number?
Hello? Oh, right. For some reason I right-clicked and it went away. Yeah.
I was waiting for spontaneous flattery, but I suppose the game is up.
You mean you're... Oh. Welcome.
Hi.
We're not used to mages here. At least, none who are pleased to see us.
Should I worry?
If Andraste has chosen you as her herald, I am sure she made no mistake.
Good, good. I'm gonna wear my mageliness on my sleeves here. I think that's for the best. Hey, guys.
Look at this frilly bunch. Couldn't swing a sword without hitting a duke.
Why are we talking to them? That lord over there says he's seventh in line to Orlais's throne. Seventh?
Then the officers should be...
Oh, this guy looks familiar.
Where are they?
I was just thinking that it might have been interesting to take Sarah here, but also might have been very dangerous. There's a lot of nobles here. A lot of nobles. I recognize you. Hello.
I present Knight Templar, Sir Delrin Barris, second son of Ban Jevrin Barris of Ferelden.
Hello.
Sir Barris, may I be so honored as to present Lord Esmeralda Abanage?
I'm the one who sent word to Cullen. He said the Inquisition works to close this breach in the Veil.
Yeah?
I didn't think you'd bring such lofty company.
Paris. Moderate holdings, your family. And the second son?
This promise of status has garnered interest from the Lord Seeker. Beyond sense.
Yeah.
The sky burns with magic, but he ignores all calls to action until your friends arrive.
It's very strange. It's very strange. Cassandra?
Should a Seeker lead the Templars this way?
In an emergency, if there's no other recourse. But his goal should be to restore them to order.
He has taken command. Permanently.
If he feels there is a holy mandate.
That is what the Lord Seeker claims, and our commanders parrot him. The Lord Seeker's actions make no sense. He promised to restore the Order's honor, then marched us here to wait. Templars should know their duty, even when held from it.
A Templar who remembers duty. I thought we'd never find one.
Win over the Lord Seeker, and every able-bodied knight will help the Inquisition seal the breach.
Wish me luck.
I have a feeling the Lord Seeker will take some convincing.
I wish I could reassure you. Lately, he sees no one but the officers. We've been asked to accept much, after that shameful display in Val Royeaux. Our truth changes on the hour.
Don't keep your betters waiting, Barris. There's important work for those born to it.
Jeez. See, I know his name, I've already forgotten yours.
The Lord Seeker has a request before you meet him. These are the standards. An honored right, centered on the people, the Maker, and the Order. The Lord Seeker asks that you perform the rite, so he may see the order in which you honor them.
What if I fail?
Well, there's no correct answer. The ritual simply shows watchers who you are and what you value.
Okay.
We'd be honored, if that's what the Lord Seeker asks of the Inquisition.
Not the Inquisition. The Lord Seeker changed everything to meet you. Not the Inquisition. You.
Weird.
By name.
Why?
I don't know. He's been fixated on you ever since your horde of nobles arrived.
Weird.
The Lord Seeker makes us shuffle flags around. Refuse! Let's meet the man already.
You'd think that somebody like you would be more willing to stand on ceremony, even if it isn't your own. I'll do the ritual. Yeah. No, I'll do it.
We'll complete the ritual as the Lord Seeker requests.
When you've completed the rite, I'll take you to him. Once you finish the standards, the Lord Seeker will see you, Herald.
Hang your own draperies, knight. We've business to conduct. What does the Lord Seeker want to see, Templar?
The Herald's choice, Abanash, not yours.
He's welcome to it.
I guess we'll...
Inquisition were heretics.
Hard to say over the bracket in here, but I guess we'll see what I pick in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one.
We should be out hunting the mages who